from the campus of Bowling Green State University.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Macey Austin. Thanks for joining us. Today is November 24th. BGSU is now offering on-campus rapid COVID testing. These tests are free and available by appointment only. The rapid testing shows results within 15 minutes. The university is providing this health measure in hopes of minimizing the spread of COVID-19 as students return home for Thanksgiving break. Flu season is here, and many people are worried that they can't spot the difference between a common cold and COVID. I spoke with officials to see what you should do to stay safe. Stuffy nose, fever, and cough are all symptoms of the common cold, flu, and COVID. This leaves many people wondering how to approach cold and flu season this year. Tackling cold and flu season is going to look different this year.
The symptoms for flu are very similar to the symptoms for COVID, and you can't tell the difference without potentially getting tested. And that's why it's ever more important for flu shots as well.
Students and staff are encouraged to download the Campus Clear app to document their daily symptoms.
It's a nice reminder that pops up on my phone every single day. So that's one of the huge benefits of it. When we do contact tracing, let's say, and somebody's tested positive, and you ask them the questions of, were you having symptoms? And they go back and they really think about it and they go, well, yeah, for about 3 days, I was having symptoms.
Coming to class with cold symptoms makes students and professors uncomfortable.
It makes me feel very uncomfortable with the idea of that happening.
That would make me very upset that someone would still come to class, because it's not only putting others at risk, it's putting myself at risk, like our professor. I just think it's not a very smart decision when you could easily just go to Falcon Health and get tested.
Students that attend class with symptoms and have not seen a healthcare professional put everyone around them in danger.
Where that mentality might be shifting is, well, I'm not feeling well today, so I'll just stay home for a day or two, and then I'm right back at it the next day. Well, if that did turn out to be COVID-19, you still potentially could be contagious even after you start feeling better.
Every day I come to work is a high-risk situation. And to think that students with cold-like symptoms would just come in because they don't want to believe it might be COVID is very irresponsible.
If a student begins to experience cold-like symptoms, it is important that they do not come to campus and seek out a healthcare professional. Reporting for BG24 News, I'm Macey Austin. And with several possible coronavirus vaccines nearing approval, we asked students what they thought of the news and if they would be the first to take it.
If there's an opportunity that this could be beneficial to us, even especially on this campus, I think I would take it.
If it's available and it's here, definitely.
As long as the scientific community has a consensus and a majority, I would be more comfortable.
I definitely want to take it. I think I'm going to wait a couple months after it comes out just to see how other people are reacting to it.
I just don't feel, safe taking something that, is being rushed, as also we don't know the side effects yet.
With Thanksgiving this Thursday, many families are staying home instead of getting together. Reporter Ralen Cleveland spoke with one student whose plans are changing because of COVID.
Thanksgiving is time for families to come together and reflect of the year's activities, but COVID has thrown a wrench in that for some families. I talked to several students at Bowling Green State University to see how their plans have changed due to COVID.
I am just hanging out with family, going home, but it's not as much family as it used to be because everybody is very nervous about getting sick, so everybody's basically staying home.
The CDC has reported spikes after major holidays like the 4th of July and Halloween. More than 1 million COVID cases were reported in the U.S. within the last 7 days.
I think it really sucks just because, I don't get to see my family that often, so, holidays are the time that I do, and that's just kind of been ruined, I guess. So not seeing them just really kind of sucks.
The CDC has released considerations for small gatherings of family and friends. This is a guide to understand your Thanksgiving and what to watch out for. This includes community levels of COVID-19, exposure during travel, location and gathering, duration of gathering, and number and crowding of people at the gathering. This also includes information about behavior of people at the gathering that you're with. This is a guide to help you understand more about your options for Thanksgiving. You can find this helpful guide at cdc.gov.
It's a great time to wear a mask,
but also keep your social circle small. So we want you to have fun, but interact with individuals in a smaller group and enjoy that weekend, but make sure you're being mindful of the loved ones that you're gonna wanna see around Thanksgiving. If we do these things, we'll have a great holiday season.
Reporting for BG24 News, I'm Ralen Cleveland.
The holidays are a time for giving, and that's exactly what students can do with their unused meal swipes. Last week was BGSU's second annual Hunger and Homelessness Week, a national campaign to help spread awareness about food insecurity. The university hosted a virtual swipe collection drive. The Falcon Care program takes donated meal swipes and puts them on a temporary meal card. BGSU's dining services program then gives this meal card with 5 swipes to someone who is food insecure.
I also want to ensure students that you are not alone and you don't have to suffer alone or struggle in silence. There are resources here, and if we don't have them on campus, we will find them in a community partner and make sure to connect you with them.
Each student can donate 1 swipe a week. Swipes can be donated through a link on the Office of the Dean of Students Support and Guidance page. Falcon Outfitters is also getting into the giving spirit. They are accepting canned goods until the end of November. The cans will be donated to the Grab and Go food bag program. Donate an item and you will get 10% off your purchase at Falcon Outfitters.
We are doing this because we want to support our BG students, and we are a public university, and we are here for the public good. One of the things that we know is that they put enough food in one bag for 3 days for 3 meals.
Just thinking about COVID and the fact that students have lost jobs, and being the fact that a lot of students are learning from home and not able to go out financially, they're struggling as it is, paying for college and possibly not being able to go home to get help from their family. This is one way that we're able to provide them at least the food, so they don't have to choose between paying a medical bill or a utility bill, or do I buy groceries this week?
They are also selling Thankful to be a Falcon t-shirts. $5 of the purchase gets donated to the university's Student Emergency Fund. And in sports, the football team is playing on a weekend for a change. The Falcons square off against the Ohio Bobcats. BG is looking for their first road win since 2018. Head coach Scott Leffler understands his team is in for a challenge.
It's a great opportunity to go on the road against a classy organization. I think they do it right down there. They always have. And, go find a way to try to get a win. It'd be great. We're a good, well-coached football team. They always have been. And you can't go down there. You can't turn over the ball. You got to find a way to run it. You got to win the running battle, and you can't turn the ball over. And defensively, what we got to do is, we're giving up so many yards, and we're struggling to get a stop. We need to find a way to get a stop. Offense, hold on to the ball, score, and get up.
The basketball season kicks off tomorrow for BG. The Falcons will be led by senior Justin Turner. Reporter Shayne Nissen spoke one-on-one with Turner about his goals for the season.
Since arriving on campus, Justin Turner has been a pillar in the resurgence of Bowling Green men's basketball. In 89 career games, the redshirt senior averages 17 points per contest and has been named to the All-MAC first team for 2 straight years. But coming out of high school, it wasn't always smooth sailing for Turner.
So the recruiting process actually just dried up. I made calls to try to commit to 2 other schools, and it didn't work out. And then I kind of went back to the drawing board with my recruiting process.
Now turn the clock to 2020, where Turner was highly sought after as a grad transfer. And this time around, things went a little differently.
People would ask me, what schools recruited you, and I didn't even know how to answer. It got to the point where I just said, I think everybody except for Duke, Carolina, and Kentucky.
Eventually, Turner decided that staying in Bowling Green was the right decision.
I just wanted to go where I thought it was best, and I had a relationship with Stacy. I thought it would be a good fit. I knew the program wasn't at the best, but I thought, it was something that was similar to my high school situation where I played the same position. I'd be able to had a ball in my hands and things like that. So I thought it was overall a good fit.
A part of that decision was how the season ended last year for the Falcons. After ending the season on a 3-game losing streak, their quarterfinal MAC game was never played. It left a bitter taste for everyone, including Turner.
I'd be lying if I said it didn't. I think that, if we do win it all and we make the tournament, you never know. It could be a different story. So, you kind of just sit back and watch it stripped away in a matter of a day or hours or whatever you want to call it. So that definitely just sits there in the back of your mind. And
Not only does Turner have the chance to win a championship for Bowling Green, he also has the chance to become the program's all-time leading scorer. He would take the title from Anthony Stacy, someone who helped recruit Turner to the Falcons.
we talk about it. I still talk to him to this day. He's like a big brother to me. So, but no, we still talk about it. And he tells me he wants me to break it all the time, and how he would love for me to break it because he's the one that brought me in here. So, it'll be a special moment. But so we'll see what happens.
But as Turner heads into his final season as a Falcon, winning is still the most important thing to him.
Yeah, I just want to be remembered as a winner. I want to be remembered as someone who had an impact on the program, and I feel like I'm gonna leave it in good hands. And yeah, that's ultimately just somebody that won and competed, no matter who they played against or who was able to compete with the best.
Reporting for BG24 News, I'm Shayne Nissen.
And that will do it for the BG24 News. Be sure to follow us on Twitter at BG24TV and look for more of our content on BGFalconMedia.com. We'll see you in December.